What's up, everyone? It's Matthew Cooler. Welcome back to my hardcore world. This is the place to be, let me tell you. And you guys seem to think the same thing. You guys have made my day. I woke up this morning to see like 300 more views on my fucking video, and my subscriber count is like doubled overnight, which it's not saying that much considering it went from like 40 to 80, but still, you know, like it's such a good feeling. The best part about all of it is the comments, man. You guys are so damn sweet in the comments. I felt so validated. Like, I had spent so much time on this build, and like I put it out there into the world, and people are loving it. I saw some guy say like, "I'm investing in you, bro. Keep up the good work." And I was like, oh my god, someone just said they're investing in me. I'm a niche creator. This is some crazy shit for me right now, and I am so glad that you all enjoyed this build seemingly as much as I do. I'm a huge fan of it. But, of course, we can't just sit here for the whole episode and gawk about how great this library is and how great this cafe is, because obviously they're not the best builds in the world, but I think they're pretty good. We need to move on. We need to move on. And so, I have been debating over what part of my world I want to touch next. Let me give you guys some options. We have this one here, which is pretty cool. It's on the back of this forest that I built, and I like the forest a lot. It's pretty hilly. It's not the most exciting, but it has a good viewpoint of all this stuff, which is good. It's good. I'm gonna have to go in free cam for this. Sorry, everyone who thinks I'm cheating. Is this island right here. I think this island has a lot of potential. You see all that? With the island with the village on it going all the way over here. I think this is super cool, and I think this area just has a lot of potential. You know, I think we could make something really great out of this. This is the area I want to look at. Look at this place. Oh my god. Let me just go to FOV 30 because this is the best way to look at things. Look at that. Like, there's something so great about this view here. I couldn't really tell you what it is. Maybe it's the shape of this area. I just love this part of my world. Like, it's so nice looking. So we're going to try to develop it. I want to expand out into this area. This area is such a cool thing out here, and I think we could really do some good work with it. The first big obstacle is this tree. We're going to instantly replace this tree. Hey guys, I've been working on this build nearly all day, and oh my god, just look how it's turned out. I need to clear this grass so I get out of here. I'm proud of pretty much everything in this world, but the more that I build, I think the better I get. Obviously, I haven't done anything outside of the house, but, you know, I'm working on that. But yeah, let's take a look at what I've done so far. Here we are. This is the interior of the first part of this building. The upstairs is definitely not finished here, as you can see. But yeah, we've got a pretty nice thing going on. It's really colorful in here. I'm a huge fan of what's going on. I like it. I like it a lot. There's a lot of spruce, but I think it's fine. Oh, I should point out the chains. Yeah, the chains, I just wanted to add another layer of detail, and I think they work really well. The thing about the chains, though, sadly, is that they do kind of poke out here. So it's kind of an immersion breaker if you look at it from right at this angle. But that's why I added the chains on all sides, because then, pretty much no matter which way you're looking at it, you have a good angle of the chains as, like, attached to the house. They look more like a trim here, and I like it. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at the greenhouse, which is pretty great, man. Oh my god, just look at this. I basically just spammed all these blocks everywhere, and it turned out so well. The copper rods haven't finished oxidizing, but once they finish, this is just going to look even better. But yeah, also we have honeycomb blocks here, which I'm pretty sure that's what they're called, right? Yeah. Honeycomb block. Never used these before. Like, never. But I have such a crazy amount of honeycomb that I decided to make honeycomb blocks. And they are so vibrant yellow, and they have such a pretty texture. Absolutely, I'm going to be using these more in the future. You know, I think we need something out here. We're going to build a silo, probably, or some sort of storage chamber. probably right about where my horse is. And it's gonna be sick. I'm so happy about this build. Oh my god. It's great. It's great. That was a much quicker build than the last one for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's cute. I like it. I really tried to go for the tilting over effect here. Properly seems like it's been busted open and now the moss is spilling out of it. And that's exactly the look I was going for. The only thing that's missing in this is an actual moss farm because we have an overflowing silo of moss and this is all the moss that I have to my name right here. So yeah, we need to get a shit ton of moss to make that actually make sense. Hey guys, this is Matthew Cooler of the editing software here. Just wanted to let you know that this is not a moss farm. This is a completely different build. I didn't want to do a moss farm just yet, but I will do one later, I promise. Okay, back to the build. What's up, everyone? I'm sat here just now finishing the very beginnings of this area. Look at this. This is cool. We're putting together this signpost. I think I'm using the wrong block, but we're gonna ignore that for now and hopefully we'll be alright. I figured this out. Normally, you have to or at least I thought, you have to put water in the campfire or something like that. I figured out you can just right click it with a shovel and it goes out. I didn't know that. That's crazy. And put a sign here. Oh, I forgot about this. I need to show this off. This is sick. You may have seen the moss store. We have this build over here as well, which is missing something, but I'll get back to it in a bit. And you'll see, probably, as you can tell by the dumpster outside full of bricks and pots, and the pots on display out here, that this is a pottery studio in here. I don't know exactly what to do with this space, but this is a pottery studio, and it's pretty wonderful. I'm not gonna lie. We've got all these pottery ideas up here in the walls. These bricks and stuff are, you know, implied details, of course. But yeah, it's a pretty nice space. I'm a huge fan of it. And as we go up the stairs, which I think these stairs are pretty cute, by the way, with the lecterns. As we go up the stairs, you have to crouch to get up there, but don't notice that. This is where the pottery is being made, up here. So we're going to put some villagers up here and make sure they're actually making stuff. We've got some nice world building action going on. I like it. I like it. But yeah, something is missing from this build, I realized. I put these signs here for signage, but I didn't know what to put on them or how to put anything on them well. But with this mod that we got installed, this one right here, this one's called Big Sign Writer on Modrinth. And look at this. You get all these cool ass fonts for big signs, and you can just type, and there you go. You can fit 2 letters per sign, which is so sick. But yeah, we have access to all these fonts. And honestly, the one that I chose was kind of my favorite. Queet's Lazy Sunday. So yeah, we're gonna add those to this build, and that's gonna definitely do a lot for this place. What even is this place's name? Pottery. Not very good, is it? I don't think this is... Oh, wait, I got a good one. Wait, where is it? There you go. Wait, I should just call it pottery and shit. Yeah, that's sweet. That's actually really cute. Yeah. I've also got a mod that makes things like banners and signs and paintings, I think, render from further away. So yeah, now we can see the hanging signs that are up there. And we can go all the way away and still see that this moss banner is there. Adds a lot for sure. I think I like pottery and shit. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty funny. So we're gonna go with that for now. But yeah, there's another thing that's obviously very missing from this whole area, and it's that this is all just grass and there's nothing else to this area. So we're gonna have to do some street development. But first, I think there are other things we could definitely take care of. We need to make another build. This is for moss and greenery and flowers and stuff, so we're probably gonna make that make a little more sense. This is for clay and bricks and stuff, so we're gonna get some villagers in there. So we're going to get a moss farm and other farms and stuff like that in there. Another thing that I'm super, super low on right now is iron. So we're probably going to need to make a little iron farm. It could be a bit of a challenge, but I think the next thing we should make is like a blacksmith area. Hey everyone, we're here at the bottom of my iron farm here. This is a terrible look. You've never seen anything this ugly in this world. The iron golems, they fall all the way from up here. I'm not going to try to jump in that lava, of course. Down, and they die here, and they get their stuff collected here. So we need to make a sorter and auto-crafting system to be able to get this stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm learning that I think I'm lost already. What? What? Oh my god! Yo! Wait, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Oh my god. Hello? What the fuck? I'm gonna die. What the hell? I just got jumped by like 10 zombies. Oh my god. There's more. What the fuck? I need to block this off. What the hell was that? I'm actually in shock. Like, I can't believe that just happened to me. Wow. Like, why did that just happen to me, man? Oh my god. Okay. Let's get over it. Let's get over it. What's up everyone, Matthew Cooler here. I'm actually about to go live. I'm about to go stream for the first time in a while. But in case you haven't seen, this is Market Street so far. We have this building which is unnamed, but it has an anvil on the front, you know, and a bunch of iron related stuff on the side. So it's pretty clear that this is the blacksmith's area. We get the iron farm little peak in there. Didn't decorate the floor, I forgot about that. Whoops. But yeah, we have this interior here, which is pretty cute, I think. It's a little barren. I think it's missing a couple extra colors and some more life to it. Might want to get a couple villagers hanging out in here. But it's pretty good for what it is right now. But the thing that's bothering you the most about Market Street, which is, I guess, the name we're going with, is the fact that there's no street. This is it. There is no street on Market Street. This is all we've got. So I want to change that. We're making the actual street part of Market Street, and we're going to be using blocks that look a little bit like this. In terms of plans going forward, we've got these 3 buildings here, which are pretty cool. I'm going to add some more fun things to them to bring some more life to these, because for now they seem a little lifeless, honestly. These especially don't serve much of a purpose. This one does. This one has an iron farm. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to make this place a whole lot nicer to look at and nicer to walk through, too. So that's the plan for this stream. We're going to build a road, and we are going to gather materials for said road, which is what this is. So, yay. All right. Hey, guys. Matthew Cooler in post here. I'm gonna be real. This was not a good idea. Now, I'll give myself a little bit of credit. Building a street was a good idea. Building a street like this was definitely not a good idea. Look at the library over here. Look at this area. And now look at this. It doesn't make any sense. They shouldn't be right next to each other. Hey guys, I gotta be honest. I got some pretty bad news for you. I don't like this place. I really don't. I was super into some of these builds. Now that I've looked at them more, now that I've thought about them, I'm really unhappy with them. I'm not gonna lie. The thing that really makes me the most unhappy is the street. The street fucking sucks. It does. I thought it was gonna be good, but it has really thrown this whole thing for a loop. This street is huge. It's massive. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I just know that it turned out poorly. And even though I tried to add some trees here and, you know, make it seem less, like, bad, it's pretty bad. So I'm still gonna try to reconcile this. I've got a couple ideas of how to move on, but this really just, it kind of blows. I just had a wonderful idea on how to make it make sense. So we'll see. It's going to require a little bit of research and a little bit of planning, but I think it's possible for us to reconcile this. It's just going to be a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this was an all-time save. Oh my god. When they write the Minecraft history book, chronological order of events, this is gonna be in it as the biggest clutch of all time. Matthew Cooler saves his hardcore world, not by saving himself from dying, but saving himself from his builds being ass. A much better quality of build here, just because of all the foliage and all the trees and all these cool little additions, little details that we've made in here. Really, the more details, the better. And there's no ugly ass street going all the way through it, which is, okay, let's be real. The street wasn't ugly itself. The street was fine. If it had a little bit more development, it would have looked cool, but not in this world, not here. Maybe it's some other time we'll do it. We'll do a street like that. We'll do a city. That's a good idea. I keep hearing spiders. So, as is usual with the end of my videos, we're going to do a quick look through again and point out some things that I need to change and maybe change those things. We'll see. Let's start in order, of course, with the Moss building. The banner has changed. I'm sure you saw that in the montage. Here we are, back in the interior. Not very much has changed in here, which needs to be adjusted. I need to add a couple more things to really bring this place to life. But you will notice that this has appeared. And don't be embarrassed, Matthew, don't be embarrassed. This is the moss farm. It's currently off right now, but I got quite a bit of moss from it. Don't need to make a bone meal thing for it because I have infinity bones always. And yeah, we've got plenty of moss going here. Over here we have netherwort. I needed a little bit of netherwort, so I thought I might as well put it here. And that's why you're hearing spiders. I didn't light this up. We're going to get a couple spawns in here occasionally. I'll fix that. I will. But yeah, this is what's under the moss thing for now. We're going to make it so the actual moss blocks and products are out here for sale. That will change, and that's going to add a lot of life to this interior. You've seen this already. The greenhouse. The greenhouse is pretty sweet. Can't complain about it. I like it. I like all the particles going on. All that stuff is just really adds a good bit to this world. You'll see this wonderful circular path here, made of some beautiful blocks. We've got this tree right here in the middle. This is kind of the centerpiece of this area. This tree's all right. It's pretty good. I used tuff and cobblestone for the whatever this is called, the trunk and the branches, and it turned out fine. Not really complaining here, but we have some other trees to look at as well. We'll touch on those in a bit. Over here we have pottery and shit, which the name kind of stuck for me. This is an addition that you haven't seen. This is the kiln. Shout out the kiln. You throw clay and you get what you kilned, which is a decorated pot. I know the dropper's right there. It's a little bad, but I just put some stuff in here. Made this a little fun, gave it a little sound effect made of wither skeleton skulls. I thought that was cute. So yeah, it's just a little fun addition to this room. Eventually we're going to put some villagers in here. Need to make that actually happen. And you guys have seen the top floor. You know, pottery studio, plenty of light. And the blacksmith, as you can see, some things have changed. Some colors have changed definitely about this place. The outside has gotten a little bit more variety in how it looks, and I think it has improved it drastically. I think the interior is still a little lacking. I think it needs a little more life. Smith or villagers, of course, would be good. Smithing, whatever they're called. Villagers would be good. Oh, I forgot to patch this up. Sorry. We have so much iron, by the way. Look at this. Whew. I got it to funnel into... There he goes. I got it to funnel into this chest, auto-crafted and all that stuff. And yeah, we have so much iron. And yeah, I mean, we've got some other trees going around. These are the basic ones that I built at the start of this world that are surrounding my first house. You can see them back here. But I developed this design, these pine trees here. This is very, very simple. But it looks so good. it's honestly really impressive how good it looks for what it is. But You can kind of honestly understand the design just by looking at it right here. It's pretty self-explanatory, and no two trees are the same, which I think is really important. I tried to make sure they were all different in some way, and it turned out great. It really did. And those pine trees, they add a lot to this place. It's really nice. I forgot about the silo. I just noticed it. I forgot about that. I added another one of those cherry trees to match these in the back, sort of tie in the theme of the library here and differentiate it from what's going on over here. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the whole area that we've done today. Got this signpost here that tells you where the blacksmith is. But I've left some signs vague for now because I don't really have names for this stuff yet. We've got more developments to make and more cool shit to build. So it's exciting, you know? It's exciting. Every time I do a video like this, I always end up feeling like, man, I can't wait to do more. It's like, that's such a good feeling. I think I definitely learned something from this episode, I'm not gonna lie. I made a pretty horrible mistake here with the street, but I ended up fixing it. I ended up coming up with a better idea and just turning this place around and making it something that I'm really happy with. That all came from making this horrible mistake of the street and then fixing it. I do a lot of art in real life, not like physical art, but I'm a musician. I do a lot of music related stuff. And that's one of the most important skills that I think I have as a musician is my ability to understand where I went wrong and figure out how to make it better in a timely manner. And not to get stuck in that mindset of like, oh, this sounds bad or this looks bad or something. I should give up. I should move on. And I low-key felt that for a little bit with this build. It was not a good feeling, but I am happy with how it's turned out, and I'm glad I was able to fix my mistakes. So just know, after watching this video, if you have a Minecraft build that looks like shit, if you think it looks bad, try to identify what's wrong with it, and the motivation will come, like, just like that. And this could just be a personal thing, but that's how I felt making this episode today. And I hope you all are inspired in some way. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun with it like I did. I had fun with it. I always have fun with these. I love Minecraft. I love it so much. And I love making these videos. So thank you all so much for watching. Again, I hope you had fun. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.